Some assessments require a rubric. You can make this, you can create one on the LMS in two different places. The first place is in the actual quiz itself on the assessment tab. Come down to the section rubrics. At the moment, no rubric selected. You can add a rubric. So these are rubrics which currently exist on this course. Probably on your course there will be none, right? If that happens, you can create a rubric in a new window. So here we go. I can give it a name, rubric 1 for example, or I can call it minor 1, let's say. I can set it to draft or published. If you're creating this in a course where students can see it, perhaps you want to leave it on draft while you're building it. Otherwise, you can put it to published if it's ready, and save. So now that the rubric has been created, you want to populate the table. So click on levels and criteria. By default, you have 3 criteria and 4 levels. Let's say you want to add a 5th level, so you want to give 5 points. Click on add a level here. For example, I want to give 5 points for this. I want to change, I don't want to put level 5, I want to give it a rating, so I'm going to put excellent. Right? These I can add later, so at the moment I've just given a name and the points, and I can save. So there you go, excellent, 5 points. Again, if I want to change level 4 and I want to call it good, I can edit the level and just change that to good. Alright, and similarly I want to go and change level 3 to average, edit level, average, and continue like that. Perhaps you want to put poor and not competent. So that's the point setup. Now you want to change or add your criteria. So again, we have 3 by default, and we can change the name of these and we can add more. So first I'm going to change criterion 1 to task completion. So click the down arrow and edit criterion. You also have the option to, once you've created, you can copy it and rename it. You can add above, add below, or delete. So all your options are in this arrow. So just at the moment I want to change the name. Edit. And I'm going to call it task completion. So there you go. And looking down here, you have, again, you have your excellent, good, average, and you can start writing in your different sections. The feedback you can leave blank. So what's important here is the description. So for excellent, let's say student completed all 3 assigned tasks with, and then you can give your specific information there. Alright, and add them for each of the good box for 4 points, the average box for 3 points, and continue down to the last one, and save. So obviously I've only typed in 1, so but you can see it there in the task completion for 5 points is what I've written there, and the others are blank, but you can fill your own in there. So again, for criterion 2, change that to whatever you needed. For English we would have something like grammar. For criterion 3 we would change it to vocab, something like that. And when you're finished, close. You can come back and work on this. You can come back and work on that later if you wish. That's the rubric I just created there, minor 1. And you can edit properties and go back in and change the levels. Right? To preview it, there's in here you see the preview button, and that will show you, just minimize it there, that will show you what it would look like while you're assessing students' work. There will be interactive boxes here for you to select. Okay, so if I go back to my quiz, let's refresh this page just so um, now that I've created that rubric, mine 01, it should be listed here when I come here, and that's it, mine 01, and add selected. So now when I say that and I want to grade students' work, this will appear as an interactive box for me to click and will calculate scores.